Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today we are at a place called Apsarakonda near Honnavar Taluk of Uttar Kannada district of Karnataka. This place is popular for its waterfall, beach and a marine center. Let's check out this place today. Let's go. So this being a vacation time, we've got lots of footfall today. And these are some of the attractions. We have got a marine park, marine interpretation center, sunset viewpoint, children's play garden and the Apsarakonda beach itself. So let's check this out today. Plastics prohibited in this area. So the approach towards the waterfall is slightly difficult. But in comparison to what it was before a few years ago, it's much better today. They have a nice pavement prepared out of bricks, and there are guardrails as well at a few places. You can directly climb down from this place as well, and here is the pathway which further leads you to the waterfalls. So the waterfalls is even spectacular after the monsoon season. So it's really better, really better than what it was before. So they've made proper staircases with the guardrails. It's very unlikely chances of someone getting hurt. But imagine this place was uncut and raw a few years ago. Like I said, it's in the month of December that we are here today. So the waterfall is very bleak. In the month of June and July, when it's a peak monsoon season, this looks really majestic. Magnificent. The place itself looks really beautiful and nice. Nothing less than a movie set. But of course this is natural. There's a small cave formation behind the waterfalls, and it really looks nice when you have a complete water pouring up in its full force. It creates a nice image, nice illusion, or a nice effect rather. So like I mentioned before, there is a entry fee of 20 rupees for each adult. Kids go free. So he just informed me at the ticketing counter, the Animal Conservation Center is not yet active, it's just recently come. Likewise, the Marine Sanctuary is also not yet active. However, it's work in progress. You do have lots of other activities like park, kids area and a viewpoint. So the Marine Wildlife Sanctuary, which I just mentioned, is supposed to have all these species. However, it's still work in progress. But there is definitely the park and the garden area, very well maintained. So there's supposed to be a water body which is currently dried out, but I'm sure that they'll make it functional soon. So I think this is the Marine Conservation Center, which is still not functional. I can smell the fumes of paint and varnish here, which means that this is still work in progress and they are still decorating and making this place ready. I'm sure in a couple of months this should be up and ready. But one of the reasons why I visited this place is to visit that aquatic wildlife sanctuary, or rather the marine wildlife sanctuary. Slightly disappointing, but there's always a next time. The Apsarakonda beach is approachable from this place, but you have to walk down. Honestly, after that trek to the waterfalls and the condition today is quite humid, we're all feeling tired. I'm sure that we'll not be able to make it to the beach today, but I'll try to visit the viewpoint at least, which is again an elevation that we have to climb, but I'll definitely try. Let's go. So they have a nice pathway which takes us to the viewpoint. Whomever I've asked thus far, they always tell me one measure. That's 200 meters. I'm not sure 200 meters from which point. We have just started walking towards the viewpoint now. The walk itself is very scenic. You can see it's covered with a nice shade from the canopy of the tree. I'm not sure if this is the right way, because it doesn't seem to be a pathway here. Okay. Yeah. So this is the viewpoint. Yeah. You can see the beautiful Arabian Sea from here. Yeah, you can see people aggregated at this point. I think this gives the best view. Yeah, here you go. Beautiful silvery beach of Arabian Sea at Apsarakonda. The pathway is quite steep and seems scary. So this is quite scary. You have to be extremely careful while getting down this pathway. Yeah. Well, after a difficult pathway, you get to see this magnificent view again. Now this one is much better because on one side you can see the Sahyadri range of mountains, which meets the ocean or the Arabian Sea. Beautiful place. Really, really beautiful. I don't have words to express this, and I'm not sure if camera is doing the justice. Wonderful. The phrase wave-swept silvery beach is apt for vacation. Beautiful. You can see people beneath on the beach. Maybe next time we'll consider visiting this beach. So the waves crashing on those rocks looks really brilliant. Focus on that area. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. So there's another elevated point. We'll try to take a view from there as well. Oh, whoa, this is scary. This one is scary. Yeah. Oh, wow. I think the rock looks really beautiful here. Constant erosion from wind and water has created nice grooves on these rocks, making it look even spectacular. And the casuarina vegetation has its own beauty too. Vast, never-ending Arabian Sea. So like I mentioned before, these are the casuarina trees. The characteristic needle-like leaves is one of the identification morphologically to identify the casuarina tree, and of course the seeds, which are still growing, but all these are casuarina trees. So this is yet another viewpoint, and of course this gives a new perspective or a different perspective than the ones which we had before. I'm sure that this is visibly noticeable. Yeah, you can see here the view formation is slightly different, and the perspective is totally different. Really spectacular and brilliant. It was a good decision for me to check out this viewpoint. You can see a nice view formation. Beautiful, beautiful. It's quite a bit of a trek at places, but like as I always say, you will be rewarded with a beautiful view. Oh, of course, this is beautiful for sure. This is the same backwater that I mentioned earlier, but again, this gives a different perspective. This place gives a different perspective and a beautiful view. This looks somewhat like a set of a Gilligan's Island, this particular place. And of course, the casuarina trees all around, and people playing on the beach. This is a beautiful and a magnificent view. We have a straight shoreline, seldom seen at this part of the coastal belt. I can say shoreline straight enough till the horizon. That's it. This was a short vlog on Apsarakonda. I'm sure you enjoyed this vlog. In case you liked my efforts, please consider subscribing to the channel and do show encouragement by hitting the like button. Until next time, this is the Charger Rides signing off. Take care guys.